Hi everyone, and welcome to another video. And I just want to start, not like all my other videos, I want to start differently and just say, disclaim, I'm not a rabbi. Don't take my word and halacha and derive what to do out of what I say. And, people that are rabbis, they go through years and years of studying and vigorous training to be able to do what they do. I am just passionate about the Torah. I love learning and I just want to spread Hashem's word. So without further ado, let's dive into this week's Parsha, Parashat Vayakhel, which is really, really, really strange. And I have a big problem with this Parsha. I'll tell you right up straight, and I'll tell you why too. I learned Gemara, right? And in the Talmud, the Gemara, the ancient Babylonian studies from like 2,000 years ago, every word, every letter in the Torah has a reason. This is the first thing you learn in the Gemara. They have so many questions and so many halachas and so many things are derived over one spare letter seemingly in the Torah that comes to teach you actually something. Or if there's a letter missing, or if there's a word extra or a word missing. And it just goes to show that everything is in the Torah for a reason. So my question goes like this. This week's Parashat Vayakhel, Moshe is gathering all of Bnei Israel and instructing them to build the Mishkan. And the Torah, the Parasha, goes deep down into detail of telling each and every aspect of building the tabernacle, the Mishkan, the sizes, the dimensions, the fabrics, the materials, how it was made. And this was already told in Parashat Terumah like 3 weeks ago. We had the same exact Parsha. You'll open the Chumash, it's literally the same psukim again. Just over there it says, when you will build it, you will build it like this. And in this week's Parsha it says, and we build it, like it was talking in the present tense. And my question is, in the Gemara, it seems that every single letter in the Chumash, in the Torah, has a reason, and I'm sure it does. So how is it possible that this whole week's Parsha is just like Parashat Terumah number 2? Okay, so I'll break it down to you, because for the past 24 hours, I was asking rabbis, I was reading books, Chumashim, looking at Mefarshim, and it turns out it's not my question. This question was asked by Rabbeinu Bechai, one of the early commentators on the Torah. And he elaborates even further and says that the writing of the Mishkan in the Torah wasn't just mentioned twice, it was mentioned on 5 separate occasions. And if it was mentioned on 5 separate occasions, it makes our question even stronger. Every letter in the Torah has meaning. So how come the Mishkan was mentioned 5 separate times? So Rabbeinu Bechai starts by a prerequisite, by understanding and explaining that the Torah is not just a halacha book. It's not just a book that tells you what to do and what not to do. And the proof to that is, if it was a book that would just be a guidance book, it would start off with mitzvah number 1, do this and this. Mitzvah number 2, do this and this. But the Torah doesn't do that. So obviously, there's more to it than just a book of guidance. And once we can understand this, now the question will be a little bit easier to explain. Hashem, his love for us, for the Jews, for his people, for his nation is so strong that when we went and we built the Mishkan, when we built a house of dwelling for Hashem, Hashem's love for us, it's just so boundless that he mentions it again and again and again and again and again. And Rabbeinu Bechaya brings an example to this, a metaphor. He says, a king who sends his son to school and he asks, did his son eat well? Did his son drink okay? Did he get to the school okay? Did he get back from the school okay? Is he healthy? Is everything good with him? And all these questions that he's asking him, it's just from his concern and from his love to him and from Hashem's love to us and from Hashem's unbound wishing for us. And he's going and repeating it again and again in the Torah. And we need to understand this because, yes, the Torah is a way of life, and it is a guidance, and it is where we look and we understand every single thing, what we need to do and what not to do. And from split letters, we come to halachic conclusions that are, well, life-changing. But that's not what the Torah is only about. The Torah is Hashem's blueprint of the world and his declaration of his love for us. You see, when Hashem created the world, what did he do? He had endless nothing, and he, from all the vast universe, designated this small little world, this planet Earth, for us as a sanctuary for us to grow. Does Hashem need gravity? Hashem doesn't need gravity. He put the gravity on planet Earth so that we, people, can have a natural place of dwelling. He gave us day and night and consistency and time so that we can have a natural consistency in our place of dwelling. And we, in return, in this week's Parsha, are creating a small dwelling place for Hashem in our own world. And Hashem is just so in love with the fact that his children are going out of their way and creating for Hashem a place of dwelling that he just can't get enough. And Hashem, from his unbound love for us, will just give us endlessly. You know, Hashem is always there to give us. And if we're just wise enough to be aware and we take that within ourselves, we win. That's it. The game is over. Once we understand, there's no freedom of choice anymore. Because if you know Hashem is watching out for you, and you know who God is, and you know how much love he has for you, there is no way that you're going to have a decision even. Because there's no decision. You're only going to do what's right. May we all have the awareness and the clarity to see the love Hashem has for us in his world, and to connect to him, and to be able to be a vessel through which Hashem could spread his life. And may all of Am Yisrael have happiness, success, health, good financial success. May all the soldiers, the Chayalim B'Yisrael, may they all be safe, and may all the hostages return home. And may Mashiach come, and may we have amazing Shabbat. Love you all. Until the next one, Daniel Klein. This is Shmooze. Take care.